Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Thursday, August 28th, 2025. The U.S. Department of Commerce posts GDP data on-chain, SAFE introduces ERC 7955, Ethereum Community Foundation introduces burned ETH, and BitMine buys an additional 78,000 Ether. All this and more starts right now. The U.S. Department of Commerce published Q2 2025 GDP data on 9 blockchains, including Ethereum, Arbitrum 1, Polygon Proof of Stake, and Optimism, marking the first time a U.S. federal agency publishes official public economic data on-chain. The department published a SHA-256 hash of the GDP release and its top-line figure leveraging Pyth and Chainlink oracles. Centralized exchanges Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken supported the execution, with Kraken onboarding the department as a client and facilitating transactions. Chainlink also made 6 key macroeconomic metrics from the Bureau of Economic Analysis available on-chain, which will be updated monthly or quarterly. SAFE introduced ERC 7955, a new standard for deploying a universal create-to factory at a fixed address on any EVM-compatible chain. It enables deterministic, safe smart contract deployments without relying on private keys or sealed transactions, making deployments permissionless and recoverable, allowing failed deployments to be retried. The standard removes reliance on the SAFE team for deploying safe smart contracts on new chains. SAFE also released a web-based deployment tool to simplify the deployment process. ERC 7955 can act as a drop-in replacement for both the SAFE Singleton Factory and Nick Johnson's Create-to deployment proxy. The Ethereum Community Foundation introduced Burned ETH, an ERC20 token representing provably burned ETH. When ETH is sent to the burned ETH smart contract address, it is immediately forwarded to a burn address, permanently removing it from circulation. The burned ETH contract then mints an equal amount of burned ETH tokens, maintaining a 1-to-1 ratio with burned ETH. By tokenizing proof of burn, burned ETH builds on Ethereum's EIP 1559 burn mechanism and makes burned ETH verifiable, unlocking new use cases for DeFi products. Ethereum Community Foundation is a new organization dedicated to funding Ethereum projects that aim to increase the price and utility of Ether. And lastly, BitMine Immersion Technologies Inc. purchased an additional 78,791 ETH, bringing its treasury to 1.8 million Ether, worth over $8 billion. BitMine also appointed David Sharbut to its board of directors. Sharbut previously served as a board member for the American Tower Corporation. BitMine remains the largest corporate holder of Ether. In other news, Celestia migrates Blobstream to the Succinct Prover network. The stablecoin supply on Ethereum hits an all-time high of $149 billion, and Sonium introduces the Sonium score. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethddaily.io.